Oh, hi there, and welcome back to Minecraft. I'm here deep in the Fusa Mines, and if you watched the previous video, you'd know that we plan to turn this area into a giant parkour course, and in particular, one that limits people so they have to have feather falling boots in order to get it to land on this block. So the first thing I want to do today is just go over how we're going to get that feather falling boots. And to do that, we need to head back over to World Spawn, which, as you can recall, is this building here. Now, you may notice that it's undergone a few changes. So first of all, I'd just like to thank everyone that's commented, given advice and input on this, because it's been really, really beneficial. I must admit, I'm still not 100% happy with it, so it may undergo further change in the future, but it certainly looks a lot better in my opinion. What I've done, so we've taken away the stone slabs on the floor, which are now replaced with obviously a bit of a. It's still a very, very grey floor, but it's obviously different and it's sort of randomised. It looks a bit neater, a bit more stuff going on. It doesn't just blend together like it did before. Also taken away the stone bricks that was in these archways here and replaced it with wood and added some archways up here with wood as well. I think that looks a lot better. And obviously added in things like cracked stone, cobblestone, a few different shapes. It's difficult to add too much shape to it because obviously, well, we've got the inside to worry about as well. But there are also a few sort of missing blocks, and I've been very careful where any time I've taken a block away, I've made sure that it is broken on the floor somewhere nearby, so it's all accounted for essentially. But obviously all four sides are sort of the same sort of design, but slightly unique to themselves, just so that it's not the same. But what's more important is actually what's going on inside. And you may have already figured it out, but in here, we have a very, very, very simple parkour course, and it's not advertised, it's just there. Obviously you guys know, and it's easy enough that even I can do it. I've tested it myself, I've got all the way to the top and it works perfectly. I mean, I can show you now just to show you how easy it is, because obviously we all know that I'm rubbish at parkour, so if I can do it, you can too. And for those of you also wondering, we do have a jump boost here, so that's obviously there for everyone. This is Yeah, anyway, like you see, super easy. And then once you complete it, you come all the way up here. Oh, there's a pressure plate there. And you can see here, what that basically does is give the closest player some iron boots with feather falling 1. So I've tested that, it works. There we go, I've got them. So that's how you get it. And then once you've got that, you can move on to the big one. So let's get back over there. One of the suggestions I received from my previous video was from Lime Fox, one of the members of the Epic Quest server, and he suggested to add some spruce trapdoors to these vertical beams, adds a bit of depth to it and makes it look a lot better. I, for one, really like that, so thanks for that advice. Definitely done that. Well, I've done it on every single one, to be honest. Maybe I've done it, who knows. But anyway, let's get down here. So, as we said previously, this is obviously going to be a parkour. I've already gone ahead and made the very, very first step, and that's as far as I've got. So basically, you get out of the water onto here, and then you jump up there. Obviously, I need to work on the rest. I've set this up so that if you click that button, it will set your spawn point, so you can fall a million times, you can die, whatever, and you'll be coming back here instead of the main spawn up there. Obviously, you don't have to do that. Anyway, so what I want to do is start working on this. So I need to work on these walls, make them look a bit nicer, give them more shape, make them a bit more unique, and obviously actually work on the parkour itself, but we need to add some detail. So I think I'm going to start by just probably working maybe the bottom layer just to make this look a bit nicer, and then we'll just slowly go up bit by bit, and we'll see if we can build the parkour as we go along. Okay, so it's taken several hours to get to this point, but I am really, really liking it so far. Obviously way from finished, but it's getting there. Start here. So obviously we had the set spawn, which obviously we've seen working. We've also got to give up. So if you are like me and you've maybe bitten off more than you can chew, come down and think, well, I just can't get back up. Press that and it will send you back up to there. Maybe we need to adjust the angle we're facing, but that does the job. So let's just jump down here. What I've basically done is all the way down. There we go. I've set it up so that obviously the parkour goes around. I'm not going to show you the exact route because that takes the fun away. I will say there are a few red herrings in place, so obviously you might think you've gone in the right way and then find out that it doesn't actually lead anywhere. But obviously we've gone all the way around to obviously it's about this high, all the way around the well, the lagoon, if that's what you want to call it. Yeah, I've got sort of parkour in this entire area so far, and so I'm really liking it. I think, I mean, I'm not the best when it comes to landscape and detail and all that sort of stuff, but I must admit I am enjoying this. I feel like there's just enough detail to make it look like there's something going on and make it look realistic, but not too much that it's just busy in your face. I don't like that. When it's just too in your face, I just don't like it. I mean, little things like this, I've just added some sort of dirt down here, some grass, and a little head because, well, I mean, why not? And there's a few little bits like that all around. And we'll have a few things hidden, which again I won't show you. But yeah, I mean that's it so far. Yeah, we've got a lot more to go. So I think perhaps we'll do some more work, go all the way up. Whether we can do it all today, I don't honestly know, because I mean, when I say today, this has actually taken me best part of a day to get to this stage already. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's see if we can improve it. And like that, the parkour course is now complete. The only thing left is to actually make it look nice. We've spent quite a lot of time doing this. It took a lot longer than I thought it was going to do, to be perfectly honest with you. But I'm loving it so far. You can see if we look, obviously, quite at the top where we are right now, there's a lot of stuff that really needs updating and just sort of making it good. But a lot of it has been done, and it really does sort of look quite good in my opinion. And what's good is, like I said, the parkour's in place. I've tried literally every single step. I can do it, so it means if I can, you can. I would not be able to do this from start to finish, and there is no checkpoints, so if you do fall, you have to start again. And one thing that really would frustrate me is this part. You can see there's a few bits of glass, just a few random bits of glass. Now, like I say, I've tested each bit, but that happens all the time. I always fall off, and obviously I'm in creative mode, so I can just fly. That's fine. But yeah, that would really frustrate me. Hopefully it doesn't frustrate you guys. Hopefully you're good at it. Who knows? But yeah, so spent a lot of time, sort of add a little bit of stuff. I mean, there's going to need to be lots more as we go on. I might obviously, well, I might take a little break before doing these, just because I feel like it's getting a bit too samey. I like the mix of different colours, obviously different stones, and I like having the greens. It looks really good. I just don't want to overdo the greens, otherwise it's going to become, well, less popping. So we need to work that out. I've got a few of the ores. I do find that the gold ore sort of stands out better than the others, so that's why I've been using those. And as I say, I've got various different things going on. Some of them are just straightforward stabs like this. I tried most of the time to avoid having something float in the air, just because I didn't think it fit in this environment, but I don't mind the odd one. But yeah, so it does come all the way, and then the final step brings you to here. You jump, and then you're back to where you started. So yeah, that works. That's the important thing. It works. It has parkour. I stopped decorating the walls when I got to about this point here. So from there, all of that, really. I just need to spend a lot of time doing those. But I think I'm going to take a little break from that because, well, it's been a long time. Oh, and if you guys have any ideas about how to decorate this and make it look really, really cool, just let me know down in the comments. As far as I'm concerned, this area down here is done. If you think it needs some work, let me know, but certainly this area up here does. So give me a shout in the comments, let me know any tips you've got for making things look cool but realistic. It suddenly occurred to me that I set an option to set your spawn at the Fusa Mines, but there's no way for people to set it back. So I'm going to put a little command, well I already have, put a command block here, which basically sets the spawn point to that spot there. So we just need to test it out. So if I just pop down this, and let's pop a button on there, so that should set that. I have changed it as well so that command blocks don't output text into the thing. So what I need to do to test it is just kill myself. Let's go to kill and me. Brilliant. One other thing, there we go, that worked. One other thing that I did is set it up so that you've got keep inventory on when you die. So anything you pick up, so your feather fallen boots, etc., they stay with you. Just need to sign this up. So let's just say set spawn. It is optional. At the end of the day, people don't need to do it. But also not everyone's going to be playing creative, so we need to probably give them some form of food. So why not go to this corner here, down there, and drop that. Hello, water. Right, so we want to go give at P, that's the closest player. We want to go cooked beef. Yeah, there we go. And let's go 64. And click that. So we then want, I think that was just regular stone there. We'll pop a button there. And there we go. That worked. Brilliant. So we can then put a sign there saying something along the lines of, I don't know, hungry. Is that spelled right? H-U-N? Yeah, that sounds right. So there we go. People can now get food and they can set their spawn. So that makes things a little bit easier. Let's say I've set keep inventory on so people don't lose all this stuff. Obviously, I've got a bunch of random stuff, but when you're in adventure mode, let's see, game mode, adventure. You obviously still got your food bars, so you will need to eat, and obviously you can't run and fly everywhere. So it just makes sense to do that. But yeah, I think hopefully that works. I mean, there's probably a whole bunch of other commands we can set up as well. And maybe we'll put a death counter on there. I don't know. We'll do all sorts of stuff. So we'll have to think about that. But okay, so one last thing I want to do before we finish the episode is come back over this direction, which is the mines somewhere. As you can see, we now have the wall, which you may have noticed has moved. Okay, well done there. That's moved. So we're getting close to the end of the Fusa mines. I don't think there's a great deal more. Once we finish the parkour and obviously make that look all pretty, we're pretty much done. So we're gonna have to start looking at the next thing on here. So that's what we've got on the list so far. You guys are giving me some really good ideas all over the place. Instagram, Twitter, Discord, you name it. On YouTube as well, obviously. You've done some great ideas. I need to go through and just look at them all and add them all to the wall. But if there's anything that you like the look of here as a next project, or if you've got something even better in your mind, let me know in the comments, because we're going to be starting a new project soon. I don't know whether I'll do the rest of that on camera, or I don't know. I'll have to figure it out, but certainly we're going to be starting the next project in the next episode. So let me know what you want us to do next, and we'll get on with it. But I think, unfortunately, we have run out of time. And look, I've got my skin back. Look at that, that's weird. Yes, unfortunately, we have run out of time. If you enjoyed the video and you enjoy the series, please give the video a big like and thumbs up. And yeah, show us all the love. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. And obviously, tell your friends about it too, because if you like it, there's a good chance they will too. But as always, I've been Geeky Gamer. You've been awesome. And thanks for watching. Goodbye.